So I'm headed to my reading in Nashville, and despite being in a new environment, my process is still the same. I don't want to know anything about where exactly I'm headed or who I'm reading.
Here we are in beautiful Nashville. It smells so good here.
It smells like barbecue. Everything in Nashville smells like barbecue.
And more barbecue.
And more barbecue.
I can't wait to have some.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm Jewel.
Great to meet you.
Come on in.
Gosh, thank you for having me.
My name is Jewel, and I'm a musician. I think I heard about Tyler the first time from my hairdresser, and then I saw an episode.
The goal in kind of doing a reading, really, for me, is just to be able to connect and give specific information that's just basically going to be helpful for you in going throughout your life.
I don't tend to have a feeling that I would like to dictate or direct any one direction or the other. That said, probably more medical and business or those types of things.
What I do is I have a pen and I have a paper and I just scribble. And it's just kind of my process.
Helps you focus in.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny enough, I was on the phone with a friend when I was a teenager and was actually just like doodling one day and information started coming through about the friend. So I figured, you know, hey, I'll try to integrate it to the readings. And that's how this came to be.
And like a physical meditation.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a good focus.
It's a strange thing to do on television a little bit, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how talkative I am or not.
Okay, and we'll see where we go. All right, got that. I'm gonna focus on some impressions I was picking up on earlier too. Because I wanna focus on a couple different things. I feel like I'm gonna start with health. To figure out what's going on here. I'm brought here for some reason. This area for me is starting to feel inflamed. That can generally indicate that someone might have previously dealt with an inflammatory related issue in this area, because it is systemic and it does affect multiple areas.
I've definitely always struggled with some type of systemic inflammation. Never really understood the root of it.
It's completely adrenal. It's weird. It's like when people have hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism,
I'm on thyroid medication, actually.
Makes sense. Good, absolutely. So I would encourage you to stay on top of that because your thyroidism, looking at this, kind of would fluctuate a bit. So.
But beyond knowing that, is there an antidote or something coming up that's...
Sure. I do have to put an emphasis on fluid. Fluid. As far as water intake goes.
More fluid?
I'm referencing to less fluid, interestingly.
That would make sense, because I can't do more fluid.
Yeah, no, I'm referencing to less, actually, because it's interesting.
That it's diluting or something.
You have a susceptibility to a kidney thing on one side because of just, like, a lot of fluids. So I would actually encourage you to minimize that.
I have an abnormality in one kidney, but I have had sevell, I think I've had 2 kidney infections. Which I know is uncommon. And yeah, one got really rampant and almost died and all that.
Wow.
So it's definitely always been an issue.
Sure,
yeah.
Pretty much all of this is rooting me back to stress, work, mental health, balance. I'm referencing to fatigue, exhaustion. There are definitely physiological elements that make you more likely when you work yourself to get extra tired. I honestly think when you scale back, you will find that there will be improvement.
Why do you scale back so much?
There's more to do, though. There is more to do.
I also just came out of such a stressful period that I think the effects of that are just now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's one of those things that's like stress builds up inside of us and it just sits there, and as it grows and grows and grows, it does find ways to manifest. And in your case, health is one of those areas. There's a couple of things that I'm going to reference. Has fertility ever been something you've discussed or been something you're interested in?
It was hard for me to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But I have a child.
Ultimately, I see you being a mother figure to both a little boy and a little girl. And I'm referencing to little girl, little girl, little girl. I'm excited about this. But I'm definitely referencing to another kid, another kid, another kid. Just not quite right now.
My eggs are in wheelchairs, so it might be crazy.
You are not in wheelchairs. They're not, but I definitely, I like that a lot. Is that something you'd be open to?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
We're going to talk about career, because that's actually interesting. That's going to go through some shifts, which is a good thing. I'm getting a reference to children. I'm saying kids. You ultimately will be approached for either a child's book, writing a child's book. I'm saying a kid's book. It's random. I don't know. I have no idea why that's coming through. I just have to get it out. So
it's a series I'm interested in doing, but about emotional quotient for children, like teaching children about emotions and those things. But yeah, I have a couple already, but we'll see.
Cool.
So what about dead people? Anybody around?
You know, interestingly, you do have a grandmother figure that does come through, like she comes through like a mother would come through for a daughter, very intensely and very strongly. Where are the 3 siblings?
All Alaska.
Okay. Because then she'd be referencing to that. It's weird in the way this comes across. She's just referencing to a pride for you and then referencing to siblings, and I feel like I take on the roles of what maybe mom should have done at certain points for these other siblings. Even still, there's an acknowledgement that the relationship with mom is not necessarily with you, but with siblings. There's still elements of, and I don't think that'll ever completely resolve. Your grandmother views your mother as stubborn, but I mean, it is what it is. When she goes through, she's very connected to you, just in a very personal way.
When my grandmother came through, I feel like it made sense what he said. And the stuff with my mom, all that made sense. And I think at every turn in my life when I was scared or down, I sort of always chose to stand up and go my own way, and I'm proud of that. It's nice to hear that my grandmother Arva might be as well.
All right. Well, I think that's that for now.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
Tyler's really lovely. Definitely been having a lot of health issues, so it was great for me because I'm sort of always interested in like what's solutions. So he's lovely.
Oh, you're so sweet. Good to see you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. So I'm here in Seattle with Charlie, and I'm excited to go to this reading. I have no idea who it is or where exactly I'm going, but it's gonna be fun. Last time I was in Seattle was for a Cher concert when I was 16, so I doubt that's the client this time around, but a boy can dream.
Oh my God, we're in Seattle! Oh. Wait, don't do that.
Yeah. We should get some clam chowder.
Yeah, let's go and have some clams. Careful,
Boat is
you.
still moving.
Here you go.
All right. Got my sea legs. That's a view.
That is a serious view. Oh, look, the seagulls are waiting for you, Charlie.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they are.
They're like my #1 fear. They're
Right.
creepy little,
Go on, give.
little winged devils.
Conquering fears right now.
See, this is what I have nightmares of.
Could've
I'm
gotten
scared,
that.
and every time I pick up a French fry, I just envision just a winged devil just... It's like exposure therapy. So I love all animals, but one animal I'm a little afraid of is seagulls. To me, they're just kind of like rats with wings. They're little scavengers of the ocean, and they freak me out. So I'm gonna try to keep all my fingers intact and avoid them as best I can. Yeah, I'm more frightened by seagulls than I am dead people.
That was lovely.
Definitely.
That was fun.
Almost took off a forefinger. That one has some guts.
Are you gonna let him focus on the health stuff?
Yeah.
Let's focus on the future and the health. Forget the dead.
Very pretty.
Pretty, pretty.
Hi.
I recognize you.
How's it going?
Macklemore, it's wonderful to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you too.
God, it's
Come
an
on
honor.
in.
This is fabulous. I'm like in shock.
My name is Ben Haggerty. I am a musician that goes by the name of Macklemore.
This is so cool.
We are in the man cave.
Are those real?
Yeah.
Wow. We got Jesus and Tupac. I feel like it doesn't get better than that.
I've been doing music since I was about 15 years old. So for about 3 years. If you've seen a music video or heard a song on the radio, it's like a thrift shop. A song called Same Love, Can't Hold Us, Glorious. Those are some songs that have crossed over to the other side of the pop world.
It is such an honor to meet you. I'm like a huge fan. I
Thank
hear
you.
that a lot, but sincerely, I'm really excited. So as a medium, I like to kind of just see where I'm naturally led, and we'll go from there.
Right. I have never had a reading before. I'm probably more on the skeptic side, but it's an opportunity to experience something with someone that obviously has garnered such like a following and people that, you know, 160,000 people are on this wait list. Like, he obviously has something very special. So having him in my home is just, you know, this is where my spirit is. This is the place that I come when I'm off the road and I'm with my family. It's the most intimate environment. There's an energy here, you know. This is our space.
Do you have anyone watching the reading today?
Mm-hmm. My brother and my wife.
Oh, cool. They may be able to validate some things that you might not be able to, but
No, that makes sense.
for some reason, I feel like they'll be able to fill in some blanks. So we'll see at the end. Give me one sec. So Dad's side's kind of the first area that I feel like I have to talk about. I feel like there's messages for Dad. There's a family business reference that keeps coming through. I don't know if you know about this. It's more like one guy has this one thing, and it's like, do we pass this on to you? Do we put them on board, or do we not? And they're kind of putting that, like, do we not thing on it. Do you know on Dad's side if, like, there were any situations where someone could have inherited a job that like a parent or grandparent did?
Not exactly.
Okay.
That would be your dad, Ben.
They're putting a big red X through it like, no, it doesn't work out. So it's a weird message, which again, remember that I'm saying it, because sometimes those are the things that end up landing.
My father had a business that he could have passed on.
That he didn't. Your dad's very adamant. No nepotism.
Yeah.
Absolutely no nepotism.
They keep having me talk about career, and the way that I would word this is like, they're having me talk about 2019, and you may have an opportunity. I keep seeing a lot of foreign stuff, specifically, like the Middle East. I'm seeing Dubai, I'm seeing like that area. I keep seeing a DJ reference that comes through, but it's not anyone that we've previously, it's a new thing.
I am going to Dubai, and if there's a DJ in Dubai, hit me up.
Absolutely. But no, I definitely feel like more is gonna come from that, so.
Interesting.
We'll see. In regards to personal life, are there any questions involving that?
You know, any sort of health stuff.
Yeah. One thing to keep in mind to kind of bring them into your shoulders, you're basically going to notice that on one side there's some nerve stuff, like upper neck, back, kind of the vertebrae in that area.
Yeah, my back hurts and I have a meeting to get my shoulder checked out, so.
Good.
That makes sense.
I think I didn't know his shoulder was okay. I feel like I have to highlight this man that's passed away. And generationally, they're kind of going back a ways. So like a grandfather figure or some form of like, kind of on that level generationally, and dad's side of family. So give me one sec. Do you have a Bill in the family?
Yep.
He's not cracking. Okay, weird. They just bring up dad's side of family, and it's like needing to remove something off the skin, like skin cancer. And then I keep hearing Bill, so.
Good Lord. This guy's hot fire.
It's weird.
Did he say, do you have a Bill in the family?
Yes, and skin cancer, which is what your grandpa died from.
Is there any questions that you could think of on your family's behalf that you feel they could benefit from knowing?
I'm not getting like a super, I need to know that type of vibe.
Good.
Can we get away from family?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am curious if there's anything coming from any one of my friends that has passed.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what happens. Okay. So the way that this is coming through is basically, I feel like I have to highlight this man. And the way that I would describe this, if I'm kind of connecting with this guy, it feels like this person was very young. It's interesting, when he comes through, he's showing me, weirdly, a monkey on someone's back, which usually indicates having an issue, something that you can't let go of. Man. They're showing me an IV, and that always indicates like something we would put into our bodies. But I feel like I am under the influence of some form of a substance. But then the weird thing is this person didn't necessarily take more than they were used to. Which is something weird, because I feel like before there had been this period where they hadn't abused drugs and their tolerance went down. And there's this feeling of, well, this old amount I would have been fine with, but my body's tolerance went down in some capacity. Mm-hmm. So there's an acknowledgement of this. There's more to this. He's bringing up a female contemporary. Do you know if he had a sister or a girlfriend? Sister. He just keeps bringing up the message towards his sister, basically like the ambiguity thing.
Yeah.
Like she really needs to know that he did not mean to kill himself. Like this was not intentional in the way that it feels. In the months leading up to his passing, I just feel like someone from his past may have kind of either triggered him or put him in some form of a headspace where doing this now would feel like a good idea. Someone just kind of was like, hey, wanna go do this? And then he couldn't not. It's like this person shouldn't have been, that influence shouldn't have been in any way there to trigger me almost. And it kind of comes through.
Yeah.
So that's very much for sister in this way.
Yeah.
Does that make some sense?
100%. My friend Kevin, he lived a couple blocks away from me growing up, and we lost touch. And then I randomly saw him at a recovery meeting, and he was like fresh out of jail and had 60 days of sobriety, and we just kind of picked up a new relationship. We were kids growing up, but him carrying like the monkey on his back, he had very intense anxiety, and it often led him back to relapse.
The horrible thing about this is that it feels like he keeps having me talk about, it doesn't make any sense, going out on a high note. As odd as it sounds, he's showing me music and he's showing me an arrow, which always references to the future. He's not done, he says. It could mean that what he wasn't able to achieve here, he feels like he'll see some follow through that other people will do in his honor or in his legacy. If they helped create something, they may release the song. It's that kind of thing of like, my name's gonna be attached to it even though I'm not physically here. And by launching this, it honors me. So I know it's a lot to take in, but does any of that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you have yet to release since he's passed?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to know that he feels like doing this, he's gonna be able to get the notoriety he wanted and the fame he wanted. Has that been on the plan?
No, but it makes sense.
Good.
Right before he died, that night before, they were in the studio. Like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna make an album, we're gonna celebrate, we're gonna make this. And that last song that they made was like this super positive, like, we're gonna, like, gonna do this.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a rapper. I was like, if you can get a week sober, you can come to the studio and record. And he got a week, and we went to the studio and he recorded 4 songs, and he was just super pumped. It was like this celebratory moment. We're driving home. I dropped him off at his crib, and I got a phone call from his sister the next day. He had, as you said, his tolerance was at a certain point. He had got 7 days sober, so his tolerance went to another point. I think that he took the same amount of drugs that he normally would take, and he overdosed. And he did struggle with suicidal thoughts, but I do believe that it was completely a tolerance thing, like you said, and it wasn't anything intentional. So all of that was spot on.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he came through.
Yeah, and just hearing like that he wanted that music to come out or wanted to be, it was very much like him.
Right. Absolutely.
It's like I have a song named after him, but I can just see him being like, man, you better put out my music.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Kevin was family to me. I very much felt like that was my little brother and someone that I wanted to see win so bad, because you see so much potential, and he just happened to have a disease that wants to kill him, and I share that same disease. You feel it when someone relapses. You feel that pain, because I've relapsed. I know what that feels like. It was and is very, very hard. But it wasn't intentional. I think that that's an important message, not only for me to hear, but for Kevin's family to hear. He didn't pick up that drug that night thinking that that was gonna be the thing that killed him. All of that was like extremely specific. No Googling could have been done to get any of that information whatsoever. I just always had this belief and this feeling in me that if I could get sober and stay sober long enough, that I could write music that resonated with other humans. I didn't know how many people that would be. I didn't know if that would pay the bills, but I knew that I could do it on a certain level if I could just get and stay sober.
Right.
And that's what ended up happening.
Right.
And this business music industry, it can be very all about you.
Right.
You're out there, you're on stage, it's about you and this performance, and you're doing interviews and you're talking about yourself, and it's a very narcissistic profession in a lot of ways, and it's good to come home and be reminded of how important family is. To connect with them, it brings me back to the things that really matter in life.
That's amazing. And I feel like I can kind of relate as a medium because
Right.
when people interact with me, they treat me like the medium
Right.
they see on TV. And then I come home and I have my family and my partner, and they treat me just like Tyler. And
Right.
I love that. I think it's so necessary to have that perspective because it grounds us and it just lets us know what it's really all about.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Well, I figured I'd give you this.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
It's incredible.
Oh, thank you. It was an intense one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ink. Well, all right.
Well, let me take you into the kitchen and you can meet my wife and my brother.
Yes, I'd love to.
Hi.
How are
This is Tim.
Oh, great to
My
meet
brother.
you. How's it
This
going?
is Trisha.
I'm glad you both were watching.
Yeah,
in the
that was
back.
awesome.
We heard you guys.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Just snickering at the
Someone had
back.
to have a reaction. You're just
Yeah.
like,
Mr. iRobot. Jesus.
Oh, it's great.
yeah, but you're like nailing things and then
Way
it's
to
just
let
like,
him play off.
Yeah,
You're
you're-
good.
This is what he does. He's tapping in and he's right. And I don't need to be like,
Yeah.
fake a reaction to just be like, yep, you got that one too.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All of that was completely on point.
Thank you. It was so nice to meet
Yeah,
you
congrats.
here.
Good work.
Hug it up.
Continue it up.
Good to meet you.
Absolutely. I hope it helps. Thank you, guys. Oh,
Thank you so
I
much.
hope to see you again if you or your family ever need me. I'm always
Absolutely.
here. Always, all right?
Yeah, the afterlife. The afterlife. That was great. His intuitive nature was completely validated from my perspective. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, you're someone that can communicate on a level that I can't even comprehend.
I just read Macklemore. I'm such, I'm still fangirling. I look composed, but I was not composed. Internally, I was,
Were there a lot of times you didn't remember stuff? Oh, and the other thing is
I was just focusing the entire time on not crying. I didn't even listen to any of that.
believe it or not.
I mean, the name thing was crazy.
The name thing was crazy.
And the Kevin was just all like, yep. I mean, that was like 100%.
Do you literally see it looking on someone's
yes. I do. That's 100%.
The part that had me, I think, so emotional was Home Dude who sold him the drug. Didn't he die of an overdose? That part had me, I have chills now. He focused on that. That guy who came back into his life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I thought it was. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh.
Charlie is gonna flip. What can I mean Macklemore? She's gonna slap me for that impersonation. Charlie. I read Macklemore.
What? Shut up.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Please tell me you knew who.
Yes, of course I read Macklemore.
Oh my god.
Yes, it was amazing. I told you.
No, I love him.
Oh,
I know his lyrics off by heart. Oh. I was like, yeah, because he seems like such a nice guy. Have you ever done it? Once.
So bring this way. All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you again. I appreciate it.